Happy to speak on the motion here this evening. I especially note the decision of An Post to close the Cork Mail Centre by 2020 with a loss of 240 jobs. And a devastating effect this decision will have on the workers concerned and their families. I think there is an increasing sense among communities that An Post is deliberately moving away from a model based on supporting communities and moving towards that of being solely profit-driven, Minister, under your watch. Of course, we accept that An Post has to make a profit and has to make turnovers allowed to succeed, but this is to be deeply regretted what's happening here. We know that An Post returned to growth and profit in 2017, following a restructuring of the business and an increase, God forgive us, and I voted against it, of the price of the stamp, but to €1. Any of us in business, and the three of us last speakers are small business people. If we increase our price by 30%, we'll be out of business tomorrow and after. But anyway, that's what you did, and they've made 140 million and a profit of 8.4 million. Do you Post have no sense that this money and that the money and these profits are being generated through the goodwill and custom of the communities and their workers and employees? Where is the sense of public obligation? It's none. I also agree with the motion that is a very, very short-sighted action by An Post in Cork. As the motion makes clear, the government's projected project Ireland 2040, so-called, wheeled out by you, Minister, and others, and the National Development Plan targets Cork to make Cork the fastest growing city in Ireland for the next 2 decades, with a 2040 population of 320,000. And you would now take over parts of West Cork as well, or County Cork, to make it bigger. This government, on the one hand, doesn't know what the other is doing. I think it's shambolic. Minister, if I could ask you here, I did ask you yesterday in the order of business about the moving of the post office on Liberty Square in Thurles out to a private shopping centre out in Dunstores. And I wanted to ask you now, Minister, and I come off the floor an hour ago from the planner. Huge issues have arisen out there, and work has stopped. And I asked you yesterday, you told me it had commenced again, and it has commenced again, in spite of the fact that Tipperary County Council have issued warning letters for non-compliance to the anchor tenants of Dunstores. And you think you can write roughshod over everybody. So if there's an ordinary man building in a kitchen, or an extension, or a DPG grant, and didn't get planning, they'll be stopped there and then. So they haven't issued enforcement, they've issued a warning letter for non-compliance across a huge area in that development before An Post goes out there. And you're still happy to stand over sending An Post out there to businesses non-compliant in fire regulations, building regulations, in breach of EPA guidelines with runoff into the river and everything else. It's a catastrophe out there, and if the EPA were acting properly, they'd close it down. There's a road there, a service road there meant to be used for access vehicles only, sorry, emergency vehicles only. It's being used every day. Today they were mixing concrete on it and continuing to plaster the inside of the building that they're putting out there. It's non-compliant, Minister, and you're going to stand over that. Can An Post break the rules at Lib, or the anchor tenant, whichever one of them is responsible for it, and a state body go in there, semi-state, and write over the rules of the county council and everybody else? I think it's disgraceful. Carry on.
Deputy Ruth